Afternoon, everybody. This is Anthony from Airsoft. Got my bell buddy,
Matt.
This is going to be an honest guy's review of the Smith Optics outside the wire turbofan goggles.
They're awesome.
Spoiler alert, I like them a lot. Alright, so here's the deal, dudes. I've been playing since 2008. Matt, how long have you been playing for?
I lost track.
Just what year do you think you started?
2004.
2004. Alright, so we've been playing for a minute. Alright? Here's the deal. The perennial problem of BB Wars shenanigans is to find event kosher full seal goggles that don't fog. Right? I'm pretty sure like 99.9% of you guys have either asked that question or been on the journey to find the answer to that question in your BB Wars travels.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, everybody used to wear military issue surplus goggles. I'm a big fan of those. Like I had a bunch of ESS goggles that I had from like the Army years and years ago. But still had fogging problems because they're made for dust and wind. They're not made for what we use them for. We're repurposing them, right? So ESS came out a long time ago with a product that they called the turbofans, and it was a goggle that was full seal, just like their other military goggles, but it had a fan built into it. Blew all the hot face funk that you get that fogs your goggles up, and kept your fog clear. Wasn't a perfect solution, but it worked.
Yeah.
So now we have the Smith Optics version, in which I feel is the best solution yet in this department. So, Matt, go ahead and give us a rundown on the features of the Smith Optics.
Alrighty, so the Smith Optics, basically what you will get is they come in two colors. You get a black and tan. At AMP, we only stock the tan ones.
To be fair, that's all you want anyways.
Yeah, that is the most popular version. So what you get with the goggles, obviously you get your frame with the fan built in up top, your ANSI and all mil-spec rated, not ballistic, but
it's ballistic.
Ballistic ANSI rated lens. Very nice, very solid lens. You get a clear and a tinted lens in your kit. And my tinted one is it's still clean. I haven't used it. Ooh. So yes, you do get those. You get an awesome MOLLE-backed pouch to carry your goggles and everything in.
Makes a nice little GP pouch.
Yes. And what it comes with is a elastic band, and your battery pack is connected to the band. Now, one of the problems with the ESSs back in the day was it was sewn into it.
Sewn into the back of the band.
You were stuck with that.
Or if you adjusted it, would end up over here.
Yeah.
So that comes to a problem with guys who wear helmets. So like guys who wear helmets and stuff, that band would have to run on the outside of the helmet because that battery box was stitched on.
Yep.
And it was a hard plastic. The Smith, Matt's is a little easier to get to because I've done some... Or you have one right here.
Yes.
So Matt has his on the strap still. I have mine on my helmet. So what that is that the Smith Optics came up with an ingenious solution. First of all, the wiring for the fan itself is not stitched in and is not hardwired into the fan. The ESS meant, with it all being hardwired in, that you couldn't remove the goggles from the strap unless you were really creative with some solder and doing some cool guy stuff like that. The Smith one is a plastic and rubber lined box with your batteries, and it also has a quick disconnect cable so that you can unplug your goggles from the battery box. So like which is smart. So for example, I have my battery box. You can't really see it, but it's underneath all of my Ragnar here, velcroed to the side of my helmet. So my batteries are right here, so I can wear my goggles without the battery box, and I can also undo my goggles and take them off my face without removing the battery box, because it just has a microphone or a headphone jack style pin, and that's the wiring for your goggles. Super easy peasy, super nice. And it comes with the rubber gaskets that either hold it on the strap if you want to. The rubber gaskets are not stitched on, so you can slide it wherever you want. And you can remove it like what I did.
And it also, if you keep it on the strap, comes with 2 rubber wire routing guides, which are actually very nice, because then it also has this full cotton sleeve that covers everything for you, so that helps with dirt and everything right there.
And it also covers it because it's black, you know, and if you're running tan, it kind of makes it a little more subdued, covers the black up with the tan. I guess the first thing would be to say, how do you run yours versus how I run mine?
I run mine more of what you're going to get right out of the bag when you buy this. I run my goggles, as you can see, I actually mounted an old JT mask, modified a paintball mask to the front.
By the way, all of you guys ask in every picture or whatever, both him and Bauer and Kurt.
A lot of us do it, actually.
Robbie, John does it when he plays for G&G. This is an amped airsoft thing that we've been doing for a long time. This is just a JT paintball mask lower, cut and stuffed in here. That's all that is, guys.
Really, there's 2 tiny zip ties holding this on.
Yeah.
I love that because you don't get a mesh mask, and you really don't notice it's on there. But besides the fact...
Because you know people are going to ask about it. Yeah. So I figured I'd just throw it out there now.
So like I said, I run mine the most standard. I still run my strap right now. And basically, the strap, you'll sort of notice it has 2 of your sliding adjust rings in the back. You'll notice, at least I did when I first got it, that the strap is rather big. So I think it was actually designed to go around helmets. So that's how I run mine.
For pumpkins.
Yes. It was actually designed to go around helmets. They gave it a little extra slack so you could, guys in the military could wear them around their ACHs and stuff, and then just put them up on top and not worry about it. So basically that leads to my one and only downfall of this system is the mounting of the strap to the goggle frame itself. If you'll look at most goggles, you'll notice that what they do is they have a slit and they run the goggle strap through and then stitch it to itself. Kind of makes it permanent. What Smith did was they took the elastic band and they put it into a swivel mount and just stamped and glued it in there. Doesn't seem like too big of an issue, but this is actually a customer's RMA. This exact thing happened to me. I was walking off the field at a game in the middle of summer, and my goggles just fell off my face because the elastic and glue had finally given out, and this just kind of popped out of the thing. Kind of, a bad thing. Good thing I was walking off the field, so I didn't have to worry about, getting shot in the eye or anything. That Smith is also very good at RMAing things, so if that happens, send him your proof of purchase.
This is a military contractor. Like, if you have problems with your military grade equipment, they will take care of you.
And Smith does come with a lifetime warranty, so literally, if right after something happens, take a photo, shoot them an email, explain it. You fill out a 1-page form, and they will take care of you. They took care of me, and as you can see, I have my new strap on there, good to go. But that leads into the thing you praised the most of these goggles.
So, because the wiring and all the stuff is disconnected, I decided what I'm going to do is, 99% of the time I go BB Warzing, I'm going to be wearing my helmet. That being said, I mounted all the wiring and everything to the helmet. So, okay, why not mount the goggles to the helmet? Smith Optics actually sells a Bungee retention kit. It's a Bungee kit, right here. It replaces your strap with the swivel system and bungee cords. Boop, boop. And then it also comes with the kit arc rail adapters for OpsCore style arc rails. So it puts 2 studs on your rail that click and lock into place, and then what you can do is just hook your bungee kit around the studs. So now what I'll do is I'll be wearing my helmet and I'll have it on. I'll just unhook one of the studs and then just let my goggles hang off my face, and then when I'm ready I just reach up and then hook it around the stud again, and then I'm good to go. Like, that's it. Takes all of about 5 seconds. It also accounts for a lot of stretch. These stretch really far. So what that allows you to do is it allows you to run the goggles tight, stretch them across your face so that you have no gaps in any of your seals.
And you have no worry of, you know, if you shift around a lot of your helmet knocking your goggles loose and, you know, rounds sneaking in.
No, it seals it perfectly.
Yep.
That is only a $20 something kit.
Yes.
From Smith Optics themselves.
And at the time of this recording, we are waiting on a shipment of the Bungee kits. We have the goggles in stock. We're just waiting on the Bungees because, as we can tell, they're very popular, so they're hard to get in.
They also make those for if you guys run Boogie regulators, they also make those Bungee kits for Boogie regulators as well, including the Boogie Sports. They also make a kit that works on the OTW regular goggles as well as the turbo fans, like what we're talking about right here. So there's that too. Regular outside the wire goggles have a lens that's special compared to the turbo fans. They have a lens that has vents across the top that you can slide open and close. I wish these came with those, but they do not. You just get a solid lens. Me, I'm a sweaty dude, and I get real hot and bothered. So I ended up actually removing some of the foam on the top edge of the goggle just to make sure that I don't fog, period. So because of that, I've never fogged with these, ever. I've been running these since Lightning Strike?
Yeah, we've gotten these early beginning of this season.
Yeah, Lightning Strike was the second game we went to this season, the second NatOp. So I've had these since Lightning Strike, and they work flawlessly. The fan is super, super quiet. You'll forget that it's on.
Yes, the fan, you get 2 modes, and actually it's activated. There's a little
by the battery
button
box.
On the battery box. Your first mode is on high, and your second mode is, you know, low power, 50%.
Half.
Hit it again, and it's off. Honestly, when I leave the field after every game, I have to take the goggles off and look at the fan to make sure it's off because you can't hear the fan. It is that quiet.
It's wonderful.
And again, like we said, no one has ever seen fogging issues with these. Everyone at the shop who's bought them and runs them, like we said, most of us run setups with helmets. Like myself and Kurt, we run Team Wendy's, and they actually have a slightly pushed out brim, which for a lot of other goggles would be an issue because that would be blocking a lot of venting. I've never run into an issue, especially with a helmet on.
No, and
which can actually clog up some fans, or not clog them, but cause them venting issues. Never had it.
And I run an Ops Core fast bump, and because of the arc rails, I use the Bungee kit, which means I have quick on and off and all that fun jazz. So like, yeah, overall, I mean, it's a really sweet deal. I really like it. I really like it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, other than like having to pull the foam out.
Yeah.
And then having the strap come apart.
The plastic in the lens, I think that's also one of my favorite parts. When we first got these, it was like, you know, like in movies when like there's the scientists in those like germ-free rooms and they got like the suits and like the glove box and stuff. I feel like the lens came from that room. Because the first time we wore these a couple games, I had a random dude at a Lightning Strike, I think it was. He came up and was like, did the lens fall out of your goggles? They are that clear.
Yep.
It was beautiful.
And they're scratch resistant and abrasion resistant, so they don't get tore up.
And the thing is, you also, we do not have ours on here, they come with a sack. It's basically a larger version of the one around your battery pack that you can slide over the goggles when they're not in use. Definitely a good thing you want to store them in.
Unless you're responsible like me. I mean, don't be me to protect your investment, but you know, I'm pretty irresponsible. Yeah. So what would you say? How much do you like these?
The only reason I will not give these a 9 out of 10 is because of the strap issue that I had. Because that is actually a critical point of the goggles. And if that had happened in the middle of a firefight or something, that could have been bad boo-boo for me. But I was lucky enough that it didn't. And like I said, their warranty guys, they took care of me. Everything was handled. So that is my only downfall of these goggles, is the strap system.
I didn't have a problem because I replaced it before it became an issue.
So what do you give them?
This
is gonna be another perfect?
No, it wouldn't be a perfect. I give it like a 9. I mean, it's damn near perfect. I mean, the problem obviously is that they eat batteries because they're fan goggles. So you're gonna have to keep buying batteries for it.
Yes, you will. That is one thing. All of us have to carry like bricks of They run on 2 AAA batteries, by the way. You will know when the batteries are dead
because you'll instantly fog up.
Yes, but as soon as you put them in, clear.
You can get probably 2 days worth of back-to-back BB warsing on one battery.
I believe we roughly calculated if constantly on in the high setting, I think it was 6 to 8 hours straight, possibly a little longer, and then obviously you probably roughly half that for the low setting, and you'd be good.
Yeah, like they're nice. I like them. I give it a 9. Like, I didn't have any of the issues that he had with the strap.
Yeah, and seeing that was easily fixed with the Bungee kit.
Yeah, I never had that problem. They weren't falling apart or anything like that, and then I just went ahead and replaced it anyways because, you know, just like all the other airsofters, if I have rail space on something, I might as well use it. Yeah. So I bought stuff to fill it up. So yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10, wholeheartedly. Super sweet goggles.
Yep.
Buy them.
From us.
Hopefully, please.
Yeah. Or not, just like the video. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool too. I'm indifferent, really.
Yep.
But anyways, this has been an honest guys review of the Outside the Wire Turbofan goggles from Smith Optics. You can pick them up on www.ampedairsoft.com. Or, you know, I mean, if you want to be a bro, you can do that. Or if you don't want to be a bro, you can buy them somewhere else. But I would like you to buy them.
You can buy them. That'd be cool.
Either way, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Yep.
I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.